What's up, Roblox? Today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 ways you can make coins fast in Roblox Islands. So I get this question quite a bit. It's like, DV, how do I make a lot of coins quickly? And I'm going to show you the top 5 ways because there's not like really a single way to do it. It really depends on your play style. So like a lot of people say, well, the best way to do it is by, grinding for, 10 hours on whatever, or selling 24 hours, or maybe having alts. And, we're going to go through all those, but some of these just won't work for you. Some will. And so we're going to cover them all today. And let me know in the comments which one you use if you do and how it goes. I'm really curious. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new videos. And if you're Pog, hit that like button. Yeah, I said Pog. That's right. I like Pog. And if you like these frogs, then 1 like equals 1 frog, okay? Whoa. Don't eat my candle, dude. These guys are eating my candles. So the number 1 way to make a lot of coins in this game, the biggest one is going to be having a consistent shop. So, I get a lot of messages saying, DV, I never have anyone visit my shop. And my question back to you would be, how long are you staying online? Are you staying online for 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours? How long are you really staying published? Because, sometimes you hear that and people are like waiting for like 10, 20, 30 minutes. And honestly, that's just not enough. If you're going to run a shop, you got to check out some of these big names right here. JustAQ1. I recognize their name because you know what? They're always online. They're always published. They're one of the sellers that are always online. So I guarantee you, if I were to visit them right now, they're going to have a really great looking shop. Super Jackson's another super mall I see all the time. I see Super Jackson often. That's another name I see. So going through these, there's some familiar names. I always check this list. I see who's online. Mommy Zia, I've seen that name a lot. I've seen SKYBLOCK a lot. I've seen Norbly a lot. You just need to understand that these sellers here, let's just go to JustAQ real quick. So JustAQ1, even though they've got 17 million on this account, it's because they have to pretty much, move money around, right? So they actually have alts. So they might have their alts on. I'm not sure if they have their alts on right now, but they often bring on alts that hold their money. So buying and selling off of your island is the number 1 way to make the most coins in this game. Pretty much most of these sellers that do this kind of stuff have billions of coins. Despite the 150 million coin limit, they can actually have billions and billions of coins still in their vending machines. And that's how these players, can have these giant islands still and actually pretty much buy up everything. They just sit on the items. And so they're actually very, very rich players, but they can't really show it right here. So JustAQ1 doesn't really care about their balance because, they have it all in machines or alt. So again, this is the number 1 way to make coins. Now, is it easy? No, you do need the pro pass. So if you don't have money to be able to buy the pro rank, so if you can't afford that, unfortunately, this is not going to be the format for you. Now, I've done a lot of mall videos. If you want to learn how to make a mall, like a really good layout for malls, definitely check out my mall video. That will actually give you a good start on how to lay something out. Now, that was before the wipe. That was before the economy wipe. So, you might not be able to fill up enough vending machines. You need to also make sure you have enough economy XP, because without economy XP, you can't even manage the vending machines. And so they actually recently reduced this. This used to be level 30 and this used to be level 60. So I don't know why they did that. I'm sure we'll find out. So you do need at least level 55 now for economy to be able to even edit vending machines. And so make sure you're at least level 55, grind that. I've made plenty of economy level 60 videos, and 55 is even easier than 60. It's way easier. So that is the number 1 way to make coins in islands currently. Now, if you're wondering what to buy and sell, I will tell you the best thing to do. So if you go to any of these, like always check what the first items that people are, especially the bigger shops, always look at the first set of items that they have in display. This is pretty much what they value. This is what they make most money off of, right? So this is pretty much the recommendation whenever you're thinking about like what should you really sell or buy on your shop from players and then flip. These are the items here. You can see they're actually moving these. Look at what stuff's being sold out too. If it's sold out, it's probably in really big demand. So clearly Kong and Godzilla trophies are in demand here. And then you can see the Witch trophy, the PvP trophy. This one's not in demand. These aren't in demand. And then the other thing you'll notice is that if they have something like this, they're not actually selling them because there's not enough supply. Typically what you're going to do is you're going to see like something like this. So see how they're just buying these up? They're not selling them. So yeah, they can't get enough of them. Same with the watermelon seeds. They're not actually selling those. So that is when you know exactly what you need to be buying and selling. Again, these are all different depending on the seller. Sometimes they're, maybe they're working on a project, so you can't really get misled by that. But if it's pretty obvious that it's a brand new item, especially like the, anniversary cake, they're buying at 22,000. That also gives you an idea of what it's worth. It's probably worth at least 50,000 plus to them. So, again, really great way for you to be able to see what to buy and sell on your island. The second best way to make money in islands very quickly is really update days. So whenever there's an update, so for example, we just got these, birthday cakes. So what you want to do is you want it, like even the scepter, you remember the scepter that came out? That thing was going for 150 million. The first player that got it pretty much could have sold it to a number of players for 150 million coins. And so it's always worth way more than it's just reality. It's usually just out of this world type pricing for anytime there's a new update. So this person was buying a scepter scepter for 75 million. I'll buy the static scepter for 75 million. Someone was trying to offer 15 million. It was worth way more. And on my Discord, people were buying it anywhere between 150 million at the start. Then they started going down right here. This person was selling it for 50 million, and this person was selling it for 40 million. And it stayed there for a while. It pretty much stayed at like 30 million for a while, and then it started dropping to 25 million. And then you can see I actually put out a listing. I was buying it for 30 million right here, and I knew better. As soon as I actually did my video, I sold it right away. At one point, I was actually selling mine back for 30. I think I sold it for 33 million coins because I knew this item would be eventually worth about anywhere between 5 to 6 million coins. That's kind of where it's going to land in my opinion. And now if you look for the scepter, it's pretty cheap. Let's see, it's right here for selling right here, 6.5 million already. And I was pretty spot on. I've been saying it's going to be worth 5 million just based on a few things, you know, based on understanding of rarity and drops and also levels. So the accessibility of the item, it's real easy to kind of figure out what things are going to be worth. And yeah, I know my price guide's a little out of date. There's just too many items. I've got that solved. Don't worry, a new price guide system's coming. I've got a bunch of sellers who are going to be, you know, collaborating with me on this. So it's going to be the most up-to-date price guide in Islands. It's going to be super cool. So stay tuned for that. But getting back to my point about updates, anytime there's a new item and you get it right away, especially like these frogs, this is a great example. As soon as I got my frog, I sold it. I think I sold a couple green frogs for 100,000, some for 50,000. Frogs are worthless. No offense, but frogs are kind of pointless in the game. You get a ton of them for free. These just, you know, I just AFK'd overnight. I ended up with a frog island. Look, there's more than I could actually handle. I don't even need them. And so I get them like every day. Anytime I'm recording, I get them every day. So they're probably worth only like 2,000 or 3,000 coins. At least the greens are. But people are still buying them like they're worth something. So of course, what I'm going to do is as soon as an update comes out, I'm selling these items, right? And a great example is you can see in his shop right here, the blue fertile rose. I'm just going to buy mine real quick. People are buying and selling these at 250,000 coins each. You just see, I just spent 440 coins for those two, and people are flipping them to sell them on their island, and then people are buying them for 200,000 a piece. That makes no sense, right? But that is what you're supposed to do. That is the formula I'm trying to convey to you, that anytime you get a new item as part of an update, sell it right away, and then turn around with your profit. So say that scepter, for example, I got my 30 million back. Look at, I've got 30 million back right here. If you're really willing to be patient and wait for it to go down in price, especially if you don't really need it right now, maybe you're not going to really be doing a whole lot of combat. Maybe you got other weapons that are going to just do the job just fine. Wait for that price to go down. And you're going to be spending 6 million instead of 30 million that you spent. So again, really look at selling your items as soon as there's an update. Sell it, and you're going to be super rich. So if you still have tens of thousands of coins, there's really no reason for you to still be under 1 million coins in this game. There's really no reason for it. As long as you have enough economy XP, again, grind that up, get that up to at least 25. That way you can sell to vendings, because by now, with all the different items currently in the game, you can be a millionaire very quickly. The next update, I will actually show you what I mean by this. I will actually grind with a noob to pro video, and I will actually grind for all the latest items and sell them right away and become a multi-millionaire in the game very quickly. So that is the second best way to get coins very quickly. Again, update content. It's always been the case. This has always been the case. It's not anything new in the game. Next up is Discord trading. So Discord is very similar to having a published island. So I'm going to show you my current trading channel here. So you can see there's lots of people in here trading. Someone just posted this like literally seconds ago, and you can see all these, there's like multiple posts every minute. This person's inviting people to be able to go and grab stuff, but the bulk is really where it's at. So you can see right here, someone's selling a bunch of fertile white hibiscus. They've got 60 in stock. So this is the best way to do it, especially if you're trying to get really good prices on things and you want to flip them, especially if you're a seller. You can pretty much go to one of these suppliers and say, you know what, I will buy all of your scepters, for example, for, you know, 5 million each, and then you can flip them at 6 million, and that's how you're going to make a profit. So you can see right here, sell your watermelon seeds here for 50,000. So these are basically ads in place of a published island. The great thing about this too, you really don't need a published island to do this. Most of these sellers don't even have a published island. They don't even have Pro Pass. So you do not need to have Pro Pass really to be able to use something like this. The downside is you do need to at least be 13 years of age to use Discord. That is not my rule. That is Discord's. That's completely in their policy. They will ban you. Basically, it's almost like being a yard sale. This is more like a Craigslist approach, kind of like a classifieds approach, where you're listing your items that you're trying to push on your island, and then you include your code like this person here did. And, you know, they add little emojis to kind of make things stand out. So again, this is a great way for you to make a ton of coins. I've personally used this starting out in Islands last year. When Islands was still new, I would pretty much buy a ton of stuff in bulk and then flip them. So I would come into the official Discord. The official Discord has a trading channel as well, but I would go in there and I would search for like the cheapest berry seeds, and I'd flip them and sell them for like another 1,000 on top of that or more. And I was making millions of coins doing that. And you know, it's just a great way for you to be able to make coins very quickly. The thing I have on my server that the official does not is if you don't have DMs open for some reason, you don't really want to like have people in your DMs. It's also very nice because there's accountability. There's, you know, there's basically history. So if you've been scammed a lot, what you can do is you can use this new trade replies channel that I use a lot. And so say you like, you know, know, one of the items in here, maybe like this person. So they have joined 200 plus, you know, vending shop and counting, very PogChamp obbies. You can go over here to replies and you can say, cool Poggy Island you have there. And that way they actually see, you know, you replied to their post. This is how I personally trade because I have my DMs closed, but that just gives you an example of how that works. So that is the third best way to make coins in this game. The fourth best way is alt grinding. So this is actually something that not everyone can do, but you know, again, all of these different variants that I'm showing you here may or may not work for everyone, right? So the first one, you need to have Robux. The second one, obviously you need to have economy XP, which is not too bad, which is the update content. The third one, you need, you know, at least be 13 years of age and have Discord. And the fourth one here is obviously the ability to play Roblox on 2 different clients. So how you can do this, there's a number of ways. If you're on Windows, you can use the Roblox Windows app and you can use the web version. And that gives you the ability to launch Roblox from 2 different clients on your PC. So if you have a PC, you can actually launch 2 different instances. If you do not have a PC, then you can take the other approach of, well, do you have a tablet and a phone? Then you can have alts. If you have 2 phones, then you can have alts. If you have an Xbox and a phone, you can have alts. So PC is really easy because you can pretty much have alts right away because you can launch 2 different Roblox clients very easily. Basically, to do that, you just need to have the Windows app. I'll do a TikTok video on how to do this. It's really simple. So stay tuned for that video. I'll try to post it later today. You basically need to download Roblox from the Windows Store, and then you obviously have the Roblox.com client. So pretty easy to set up. So if you can't, like I said, if you can't do that, at least maybe you have a phone and an Xbox. If you don't have that, then hopefully you got like an old phone laying around somewhere that no one's using. Again, you just need something that connects to the internet and that can actually run Roblox, right? And so what you're going to do with your alts is actually really simple. Obviously, we just got this birthday cake, but we also have Foco right here, right? So you see he's got flowers and these are worth a lot. We already know these are worth a ton, and especially day one, they were worth like over 250,000 coins. So how do we do this? So first up, I launched the Windows app because it's just a little easier for me to do. So you can see a little bit of a black bar up here. You can tell if someone's on the Windows app. Basically, you see that little yellow button there. That's pretty much the Windows client. Okay, that's the App Store Roblox client. And this right here is my alt, which is actually running at the same time as my main account, right? So you can see we got this account running as well as this account running over here. So I can actually have 2 accounts going at the same time. And so what I'm going to actually do is I'm actually going to go over here and see if Cletus is on my island because Cletus has watermelons. And if we can find Cletus, we can actually sell a bunch of my watermelons. See, I've got 520 on this account. And so we're looking for him. We also need the seeds. So we're going to see if he's over here. He usually likes to hide back here. Okay, so Foco is up here, but Foco has red, right? So he's got red flowers. And so what I can do with this alt is I can buy the reds from him. I can also go back to my main account here, and then I can run up to him right here, and then I can buy the blues from him. So now I've got reds and blues on a second account. And how I like to do this so I don't have to actually give my alt permissions, you can do this. So you basically take an in and out chest and you take some conveyors, right? And what you do is you just set up a bunch of conveyors here. It's like 1 is good, but I'm going to do a couple. And then I'm going to set up an input output chest. And then on my alt here, my alt's going to come over here and drop these flowers in. And this is what I actually did with Kong. So I actually did this a little bit with some of the Kong trophies. I didn't do it on all of them, but it was easy to just kind of grind those over and over and over. And that way I don't actually have to give my alts any builds. Now, if your alts run out of money to a point where they can't actually buy stuff for you, what you do is as long as you have some coins, you can pretty much set up some vending machines like this. And I don't know if the devs are going to change this because it's, you know, it's kind of interesting that you can pull money out this way. But what you can do is you can come over here and add 10,000 to each of these like that. So all of these have 10,000 each now. And then I can just go like this, turn on my builds for my alt. I'm basically taking this out and you can see on the bottom right, I got my 10,000 coins, right? So now my alt has coins to be able to go and buy stuff. So that is a great way for you to be able to go and grind money very quickly. So if you're trying to get like a bunch of these birthday cakes, this is also another great way to do it. So I'm actually going to go bring another alt on now. So you saw that one. I already dropped the flowers in here. Now you could do the same approach for like grinding like different bosses, by the way. The problem with that is you need to grind a bunch of XP for alts, you know, with their combat to be able to even do that. So I only have a couple of combat, you know, alts. But you see here, I've got another alt. It's only got 2,700 coins. The other thing you can do is you can actually go and sell your cow. It looks like I have Cletus here. Look at, but you can sell your cow if you run out of money. So let's go and get our extra cake here. So we just got an extra cake. I can give it to my main account. We go here, we can buy these, and I'll also go to my main account in a minute, but let's also buy these watermelon seeds. See, I don't have enough money. So what I'm going to do, because I don't have enough money, but I want those seeds, right? I'm going to basically go over here on this account. I'm going to grant build access to my alt. My alt's going to come over and it's going to break one of these. So this is 10,000. I got 10,000 now. Let's go ahead and buy this as well. So let's go back over to my island here, and we're going to go up to Cletus and buy some watermelon seeds. And you can do this as many times as you want. And so now I have enough to actually go back here. There we go. And then let's add the flowers and the watermelon seeds. So literally just now I made a ton of coins. I can pretty much take my main to that island, I can run over here and sell to Cletus. So utilizing alts is actually really incredible. It's no different than having friends that you're playing with, right? Or even like going onto the Discord and finding people that actually have these things. So I just sold a bunch. I sold 259,000 there. And I'm also going to buy some watermelon seeds. So that is actually such a help. So let's go back now though. So again, the more alts you have, the more you're going to be able to make. So you can easily make millions this approach. I actually don't do this a whole lot for coins, but if I need like a little bit extra coins to be able to do something, I do. I mainly do it for videos. So, you know, obviously the reason why I got a bunch of watermelon seeds, mainly for doing videos and stuff, so I can actually show and do some tests and stuff. So I typically will do the alt grind for that. Or if I really think something's limited. So for example, these cakes, I'm definitely going to get probably about like 30 of these or something. I'm not sure. Or I'll buy them from players. Either way. The other thing I was going to mention, by the way, if you don't have the ability to make alts, but you do have a friend that's willing to help you, where they're willing to give you like a chest like this that you can put up on their island, and they're just going to AFK and let you drop into it. That's the way to do it. Because as long as they're not going to scam you, just ask them for a chest like this. That way they don't have to get builds to your alts at all. And you can pretty much just keep going to their island over and over and over with your alt. Which is a great way to do it. So again, you don't need to have multiple clients if you want to do something like this. It just takes a little bit of coordination if you need friends. So that really leads us into number 5, which is friends. So friends are actually the other way you can get coins, a lot of coins, especially if you have friends that are very rich in the game. You know, sometimes they're willing to help you out. So if you have a friend that's really willing to give you coins, but they're like, well, I don't know how to give you coins because, you know, you need to have economy XP, and maybe your economy XP, maybe that's too hard for you. Show them this video and let them know that they can actually put coins in here. So I can actually put a bunch of coins in here. And if I really wanted to help someone, I could just do that and say, here you go, builds. And then they just need to, you know, take that out and I have my money back. I don't need economy XP for that. So that is a great way to do it, especially with your friends. And you can always promise them to, you know, give them something back in return or help them with something or grind something for them. So if you have a friend that's willing to give you some coins like that, you know, especially if it's just on loan, maybe offer to do some work for them or to help them grind. Maybe that you could say, you know, I'll go get you a bunch of flowers and you can buy them, you know, from me. So just make sure you're always complying with whatever the rules are for the Islands teams. Generally speaking, the devs know I use alt. So generally speaking, they would actually tell me if there's an issue with that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.